I probably should have made sure the mic was set up beforehand.
Whoever's in there just missed something great.
Now do it again. I mean, you lose it, but no.
It doesn't matter. I'll lean in for the dramatic effect. Hello, Clace.
It works for editing.
Can we move just a little bit more towards me?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Can't spill
Party
drinks.
foul.
Almost.
Brandon
right.
comes back and things are just a mess.
All right, who do we got? Who's joined us? We got two people. Say hello.
I
Hello,
don't know.
everybody.
It could be us. Oh, it's Jack. I thought Jack
Jack's
was out
here.
camping and wasn't gonna be joining us.
very
So,
exciting.
hello.
We might have full crew.
Full crew.
We might have full crew.
I don't know about
My
that.
zip. Just gotta do this to my.
Katie just got
There we
home
go.
from a trip, so I don't know. She'll be on. And my mom, of course. Hello.
I don't even want to write in mine. It's so.
Isn't it nice?
It is so nice.
Have you felt these?
No, Brandon got some journals from his travels, and they're both obsessed with them. Oh, it does feel. It feels
Right?
really nice. Yeah.
So
Yeah. So, you can't read it. It feels so nice.
I've made this into my travel journal.
Nerds.
So I have
Look
my
at these
little dates
journal
on it.
nerds.
Yeah.
It does feel really nice.
Yeah.
It
Like
feels
this
really
is
nice.
This is like
And-
one that you like get worn down, and it becomes like your favorite trusty
Yeah,
journal.
and so I got it and I felt it and I'm like, oh, I will never write in this. But it's got this really cool picture, Da Vinci picture, Leonardo.
The man guy, the man.
No, it's not Naked Man.
Oh,
it's
not
it's
Naked Man.
his helicopter.
Oh, that's
Vesuvian
cool.
man. Vesuvian? Vesuvian.
But
Vesuvian.
yeah, you're somewhere along there.
Oh.
Jack just got back from camping and made a s'more
It
latte.
really feels so nice.
Doesn't it?
I'm sorry, Jack. I appreciate your s'more latte. They're still obsessed
Oh
with Jack.
man! All right, so chocolate, marshmallow,
Graham cracker.
Strawberry ice.
Wow.
And
and
Oh,
Katie.
Katie!
Hey!
Katie made it!
Oh, and your mom's here.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
a
we got the
full
usual,
crew.
suspects.
We just need one more person to show up.
Suspects.
And well, I mean, he shows up on his own sometimes,
yes,
but
yes,
sometimes
yes.
he's there with Katie. So
Ooh,
pumpkin cream cold brew.
Oh no!
Oh, my goodness.
I
you
might have to
know
get one
it
of
is
those.
What was
fall.
I'm so happy it's fall.
Yeah, I was in Boston last week, and they had pumpkin ales, which was the weirdest thing. So I got one.
Yeah?
And I was kind of disappointed by it.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm sorry that we
Aw.
ended
Yeah,
on
I
that.
thought it'd be pretty
I-
good.
Well, it wasn't as pumpkin as I wanted. It had like a whisper of pumpkin on the
You
back
wanted
end,
more
and I
of
wanted
that.
like hit me
You
in the
wanted
face
just
with a
like,
pumpkin.
Yeah, smashed. Okay.
Wow.
I got you. Yeah, I'm ready for fall. I'm here. I'm enjoying it.
All right,
Let's start this podcast.
let's do it.
You know, I don't like seeing a quote. I might end up napping before you're
That's
done.
fine, Katie.
What is-
You're tired.
what-
You had a very busy weekend.
What does that say about us?
What?
Look at us.
Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah, I can't use my pumpkin straw.
Why not?
Just,
it's too
things
thick.
get
Shake's
stuck
too
in
thick.
it. Yeah.
All right. Who's leading this time?
Well, apparently me, because I'm here like once every 2 months now.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Lead us in. Let's do it.
Liz.
Oh.
Thank you.
5, 4.
Hey folks, welcome to yet another excellent episode of Cosmos with Cosmos.
Woohoo!
Woo! I'm Brandon,
I'm Liz.
I'm Mike.
and I'm excited to be back here after like 2 years not being on the show.
He was on assignment.
Feels
I was on
like-
assignment, yeah. So when did you know? When I was gone, I just kind of forgot who everyone was in this podcast and realized I don't know them at all. So we thought, let's ask some questions of our group here and see what we know. Do they know things? Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
But first, we have some other things we got to talk
We
about.
got a couple of other things, like what drinks we have.
Ooh.
Let's start to my right, Liz.
Me. I have I drink and I don't know anything. That's what my drink is. And it is simply just vodka and watermelon sorbet blended together.
Sorbet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Last hint of summer.
I know. It's starting to get too cold for cold things, so I was like, I gotta get it out of the freezer.
Yeah, the weather next week has a high of 44 for one day. It's
Nice.
time.
Nice.
All right. I have, since I'm asking some questions, I have the guy who knows most of the answers, an old Rasputin.
Old Rasputin.
Old Rasputin.
Just a good old strong beer.
Yeah, you can't kill it.
It looks like death.
You want to taste it?
No.
It's real. It's one of my favorite beers.
Oh.
Mr. George.
I am drinking I drink and I know things.
Hey.
See what we did there?
Yeah.
So between the two of them, we'll average out to knowing some things.
Maybe one thing. I don't know.
One to two things.
Yes, and in honor of a little bit of snow showing up on our first weather forecast, I have cranberry and apple mixed with a little cinnamon whiskey.
Ooh, yes.
Nice.
Everybody.
Cinnamon
Most
whiskey season.
excellent. All right, so before we dive into the episode, first of all, I got to figure out Jack's drinking, which is...
No. He's drinking a s'more latte, but he says Rasputin is vodka and prune juice.
Oh my.
That sounds...
That's gross.
Real bad.
Anything with prune in it. Ugh.
Well,
No.
so this is...
They keep it regular, though.
So that's
But I
the old
love
Rasputin.
plums.
This is the old Rasputin, which I guess is just whatever. All right. Anyway, we got a couple of rules here. What were the rules?
You don't even remember the rules,
I
man.
remember some rules.
Anytime a dog
Dogs.
Star
Lord of the
Wars.
Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Those are it.
Oh my gosh.
3 rules.
Give Liz the book. She's in charge now.
It's a really nice book.
All right, and Liz, what are socials?
Yeah, follow us on all the things at Drinking Cosmos on the Twitters, and then at Cosmos with Cosmos everywhere else. The Instas, the Anchor.fms,
right.
the Spotify's, the Google Pods, the Apple Pods. I don't know how things work. Find us out
That's
there.
the one, yeah.
Oh man, your mom, Earl Grey,
Hot.
Yes.
Well done.
It's the only way to go.
Well done.
Miss Picard.
All right,
What an enterprising drink.
Hey.
Anyway, is that a drink? Since no,
No.
we don't do a Star Trek reference.
No, we don't
No,
do
we
Star
don't do
Trek.
Star Trek.
All right, so to get to know each other,
Are we
God.
supposed to rotate asking each other these questions?
originally that was a thought, but since I know them all, I'm just gonna ask
Okay,
you,
and then
I'll
I was
jump
looking
in
at
if
your
I need
handwriting,
to.
and I was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
if
I
can
wrote these
read
on a
it.
plane after long trips, so I was just
Right.
kind of tired.
Okay, then.
This is not the wedding questions, are they?
So how did you guys meet? No, a different story. All right, so to start this off right, I guess for people to get to know us, Star Trek or Star Wars?
Both.
Oh.
Why do you have to
I
have
didn't
one?
say and or. There's an or in there.
No, I
If you have
completely-
one last franchise to watch in your life before you die tomorrow, is it going to be Star Wars or is it going to be Star Trek?
Marvel, Deadpool. All right, so wow.
That's just what I do when I can't decide. I just sigh forever.
Okay, then I would say, for me, Star Trek. I love the intellectualism of Star Trek, and the hope for what the future could hold.
I'm gonna go with Star Wars.
Okay.
And that's because there's less to get through.
That is
Well,
true.
unless you want to go through Clone Wars and Rebels.
I think she's just thinking the 9 movies.
Rebels is not that great, so that could be skipped. But
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
and
Uh, You
lightsabers
just
is
don't
more
like
fun.
you
I
don't
just
like
want
Chopper. That's the only reason
You
why.
really don't like
I
Chopper.
don't like Chopper.
Chopper's
You-
great.
I don't like
Chopper's
Chopper.
got.
That's
he's
the
a droid
only
with
reason
spunk.
why that you would skip
No.
Rebels is because you don't
No.
like Chopper.
R2BB
You
K2
droidist.
or go home.
Okay, okay, we can't skip the question.
I sure I can.
No, you get the answer, man.
He's always trying to get out of the questions he asks.
I'm usually pretty good at it too. All right, so that obviously depends on 1.5 million different things. But if I'm taking peak Star Wars versus peak Star Trek without any context around it, Star Trek. Because Star Wars matters when you consider all the context and all the series and all the knowledge building into it. But Star Trek can stand in an episodic scenario. That's how I feel.
Cool.
All right. So I think I asked this one yesterday. Given a week, how would you prepare for the zombie apocalypse?
There are some space questions in here.
There's a couple.
I hope there's more.
Now we got to get through it faster than we just did. Otherwise, it'd be like
There's
3
no way
hours.
we're gonna get
I
through these
told
20
you.
questions.
I told you it was just going to be 5. So pick your top
Okay,
5.
okay. So how would you prepare for a zombie apocalypse? Gather most important supplies and head to some remote ass location.
Yep.
Get as far away from other people as possible.
And remote is not Bend, Oregon. I'll just tell you
Oh,
that.
sorry.
There's too many people in Bend. No, yeah, but there's a lot of open space, like it seems like east of Bend.
And start learning how to hunt.
Oh, I know,
With a
right?
bow and
Which
arrow.
means,
We got a week.
oh well, yeah. I mean, you're gonna have to buy a gun. We're gonna have to go get a bunch of dog food, and a lot of water. And then, God, just I don't know.
Look, let's face it.
We're gonna die.
We're gonna die. There's no.
We're gonna be zombies.
We will die. We are not the Rick Grimes that lives forever through a zombie apocalypse.
Meanwhile, we have a zombie apocalypse guide book down on the
We
bookshelf.
do have that. We will utilize
And
that.
You know what? We have 2 copies because I have one too.
All right. Okay, your turn.
I would use all of my savings and empty everything to do a couple of things. Number one is to buy a forge and a bunch of metal so I can make things without having to be reliant on the market, which will no longer be available.
Where are you gonna put this forge?
Montana somewhere.
Montana doesn't have any people.
Yeah,
They have
Montana
no
somewhere.
people.
My mom said she'd gather all of us and we'd go to a basement.
You don't have a basement.
She said a basement. It could be anybody's basement. We'll just
basement?
find a basement.
Well, do we have a basement? We don't have a basement.
I mean, no. It's
Sort
not
of,
a-
no. I don't know.
It's a
That's
crawl space. It's
It's a terrifying crawl space.
It's a.
Haunted crawl space.
I don't know.
Is what it is.
that leaks sometimes.
Hey, surprise guest!
Hey!
Ron!
There he is.
Coming all the way from Yeehaw Town,
From Texas.
Texas.
I hope he's got some barbecue.
Wow, Katie. Katie would just jump into a volcano or take some cyanide. I choose volcano way ahead of cyanide.
But when a volcano hurts,
And it's not. You're not gonna.
Oh,
feel
it's
it
gonna
for
be pretty
long.
instant.
You know. I mean, remember. Think of Smeagol. You know, Smeagol jumps in.
Yeah, but
and
he
he's pretty.
had-
he's
he had
pretty.
moments.
Also,
He had
Lord of the
moments.
Rings. Lord of the
Oh, right.
Rings. Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah, that is.
all right. Next question. What?
We're still talking about.
Oh,
the
okay. I
volcano
thought we were
cyanide.
trying to
Are
keep
we
going.
still talking about
Sure.
volcano?
Yeah, no. And when those like cool ass videos where they throw stuff into the volcano,
Yeah,
That's
that's so
satisfying.
cool. It's very
And then-
satisfying.
and it
Pops
just
up,
Like,
yeah.
explodes up.
explodes.
and that's like biomass. It's like I don't know, chickens. I don't know what dead chickens, but it is actually biomass, and so they throw it in there, and it goes, and then it just erupts up. It's really cool.
Yes.
See, that's what I want.
Yes. Okay, Ron's destroying TikTok apparently. Mr. Proctor Show. Talks work. We love you too, Ron. Check his shit out. He does some cool stuff.
He
He's
does.
doing some cool stuff in Texas. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta move on. Questions. We got so many questions to get
All right.
through.
Next question. What is this podcast to you?
What?
Like,
How do you have this written?
Like, why do you enjoy doing it? What does it mean to you? Why do we keep doing this after over a year, almost 2 years now?
Because it's fun getting to spend time together, and we get to talk about the stuff that we love talking about, and it's fun. It's a nice, just escape from the world, and we just get to...
And I like that's what we do every single night.
Yeah, I know.
We just hang out and talk about what we want to talk about.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
And connect with people, and, maybe share some knowledge, and we learn stuff back, and...
Yeah, to me the best days were like giving shows. And this is like being in a planetarium, and none of us are in a dome. So
This is our way to be
this is our dome.
This is our dome. This is our dome.
And we get to give these planetarium shows while we drink, which is
Yeah.
what we all wanted to do when we
Really?
were given
Really?
birthday.
That was
Oh,
about
God.
it.
Especially if you have a school group. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and then in all honesty, we get to hang out with some pretty cool people
Yeah.
every other Sunday. So
Exactly.
That's true.
So when I said we have like a full crew, and then we have a special guest today, which is so exciting. And apparently we make good TV.
Hey.
And my mom gets to see us more often. She gets to see us, our pixels.
Our pixels. Okay.
All right. Wow, you're getting deep with these questions. I thought it was going to be like,
I'm going-
what,
I'm
what
going-
star do you want to
I'm
explode?
going all over the place here. So in that same vein of podcast, in your opinion, both of yours, what's the difference between a good science communicator and a great science communicator?
Wow.
And what we can even bring it down to a basic level. To you, what just makes a good science communicator?
I mean, I think a good science communicator or a great one is somebody that can explain, what are complicated
Clearly.
concepts or complicated, things that are based in, whatever fucking squiggly line math there is, but explaining it and breaking it down in a way that is relatable and understandable to just, someone who doesn't have that, educational background and years of field study or whatnot.
They can explain hardcore physics or astronomy concept things to people that majored in art or philosophy or something like that.
And then they're great if they can also make it fun.
Hey,
Gotta make it fun.
And that's what I was
entertaining and
that's what I was gonna say next. There's a big difference between being good at explaining, falling into a black hole, but you come across as a professor, and as opposed to like Neil deGrasse Tyson, who can make it entertaining.
Mm-hmm. Or the Bill Nyes, or
Bill Nyes,
yeah.
Carl Sagan.
Yeah, you agree?
I'm agreeing.
What about you? What's your thought?
So it's
Little Mister. I'm not going to answer any of the questions I ask.
All right, with science communication, to me, it's we obviously cannot build the relationship that teachers can with their students over the course of a year or multiple years. So we're just in there with short bursts. So to me, of course, with making science fun, educating, it's reinforcing a way of broad thinking, basically. To say it's okay to be wrong, this is how science hypotheses work, and just try to make a quick spark. That's all we can do, really. We can just make little sparks. Because most people, when they go to planetarium show, they might remember one fact, but they'll remember how they feel walking out of there. And so you want to ignite that spark and make them feel curious walking out, to make them feel wanting more. I mean,
if just one person after a show, goes home and then at night was like, oh, you know what? I'm actually going to go out and see if I can see the, the planet that they talked about in the show, that planetarium show. If one person, and I'll never know if they did, but, if they went outside and was like, oh, okay, cool.
And it ties into what your mom said.
You make people want to know more about it,
Perfect. All right, so let's go to this subject here. What's that say?
David read your own writing.
it was
a turbulent plane ride?
Was I supposed to?
It would have cut down on the dead air.
All right, let's go with how long do you give humanity?
Oh, not long.
We're living a pandemic right now, man.
Ooh. Maybe.
And we were a couple of states away from Trump.
Maybe another 1,000 years.
Wow, you're optimistic.
Well, people like cockroaches. We're not gonna go easy. We'll hang around for a while.
Until our population just slowly dwindles to nothingness.
Into where we're all gone, or is it like Mad Max?
Okay, so
that'd be fun.
Until we're all gone. Even if it's a Mad Max scenario, there's a chance of a bounce back later on. So there's always give and takes in civilizations.
A couple thousand years. I'll give you 1,000 years. Okay. A couple thousand years. Right. I don't see it.
Yeah.
Because it's not just you might say, well, 2,000 years ago, if somebody was asked that question, there's a big difference between the way we are right now and the way humanity was 2,000 years ago. The technology wasn't there to, in an instant, destroy yourself, destroy all of humanity.
Everything.
And that's where we're at right now. And let's just be honest, we got we have a politics in the world that puts their head in sand and just refuses to. People refuse to get vaccinated and stuff like that, and that's going to cull some of the whole, the population. But you also have, like, say, North Korea launching all these missiles and stuff. I don't see us lasting long.
Would you say then we live in an ostricarchy?
Oh, nice, nicely done.
That deserves a drink.
I'm gonna drink to that. Yeah, push the button on the drink.
Oh.
Did it do it? There we go. Now we gotta take another drink.
I forgot to do something on here earlier. Ron says it depends on how well we can teach the rising generation how to be the kind of people other people want to work with.
I'm just saying, Gen Z's got their shit down, so.
I don't know what that means.
The new generation, at least on the new generation coming up, the ones after millennial.
That's not Gen Z.
What is it?
Is that Gen Z?
I don't know.
I don't
They
know.
got how do they have their shit down? I thought they were just a mess of a bunch of, you know.
That's us.
Oh yeah, millennials. Oh, it's us. Okay.
There was another oils. Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
All right,
anyway,
next question.
moving on.
Next
Jesus,
question.
Sorry.
What kind of food do you love?
Oh my
my
god.
god.
Okay, here's a question.
If you have the last,
No,
last
we're not doing that.
Mike's moving on to space.
Here's a question. All right, so what does space smell like? Somebody asked that question.
My mom asked that question.
Yes. All right, and we'll get
Or
to
she
her
watched
other question.
she watched something on a morning TV show, and they had Senator astronaut Mark Kelly on, and he said that it smelled like NASCAR, and then so that led to her asking the question. And I have heard that space smells burnt.
Yeah, like burnt metal. I am curious how much that is them smelling their spacecraft.
How do you smell space?
Yeah, you see, the thing is here's what I would say. Out in space, you're floating around out in space. You move your helmet. Let's not get into the the particulars of what would actually happen.
Mm-hmm.
But let's just say that you had a really sensitive nose, and you took a big inhale, whatever that looks like, floating out in space. I would say that most of the stuff zipping around you is going to be hydrogen and helium.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
There's not much out there anyway.
yeah, and that's not going to have a lot of smell to it.
Well, at the same time that happened, pressure leaks in spacecraft, pressure leaks in suits.
You're out in the middle of space.
Right.
And so you're away from any kind of...
Okay, so
You're
in
away
that scenario.
from ISS. You're away from anything like that.
I mean, does like deep space, for example, have enough stuff to actually smell? Like, if you...
It's so dispersed, right? It's so...
I mean, it's really... Yeah, but I think we're thinking about it in terms of the way that we can smell now. That's why I say that we have to have a really super sensitive nose.
Like in Futurama with the smell telescope.
Oh, yeah, the smell telescope.
Yeah, and so...
my mom says they said because they said it's the disintegration of planets.
Side note, that's the name of my new band.
Disintegration of planets?
Yes.
That's a good punk band.
That's a good metal band name, actually.
So, you're welcome.
I just claimed it as a punk band.
Well, I'm doing my own
No.
ska band.
He claimed it first.
Yeah,
As his
ska.
band.
Doing ska.
Planet
ska.
Breakdown. Planet Breakdown.
Okay. I mean, I can see that, but I bet you that the amount of particles coming from that is much smaller than
and
hydrogen and
he's
helium.
talking about from the ISS, being near the ISS, being near the Earth.
And does the Orion Nebula smell different from
What different smells
deep
could there
space?
be in space?
Because it was, it's got the hydrocarbons in it, and so then you might actually get kind of a methane-y kind of smell.
Ooh.
But it
We
does
got
have
that
oxygen
here.
in it, hydrogen, helium, and oxygen, and so I bet it really depends on where you're at.
Do you think the Rose Nebula smells like roses?
Of course.
Yeah, that's why it's called the Rose Nebula.
Okay.
It smells like tulips.
All right.
All right.
How would you personally react to first contact with an intelligent civilization?
Ooh.
How would you personally react?
Ooh.
Now, how you think whirling
Oh
on
God!
that world?
I mean, first of all, it's gonna depend what that species looks like, because if it looks real scary, I might just shit myself and die. So
Can you define real scary? Because they're not going to come down looking like us.
That's the thing. You can't even really imagine what an alien species could look like, because everything that we've basically dreamt of in our media is kind of based off of a mix
DNA.
of things that we have here on the Earth.
Yeah.
There's some weird looking deep sea creatures, so.
I mean, then maybe it would be dependent on the vibe it was given out. Like if I felt like a hostile intent, then it would be fucking run away, But if I didn't feel like a threat, it would, I'd want to try and be like, hey.
Oh, so we're actually meeting them?
Oh,
or-
no, I thought it was like, hey, we found something and send
Oh.
a signal. Not
well,
like,
you said first
hello!
contact, so I took
Yeah.
first
So you can
contact
say
literally
alien.
as first contact.
I was literally thinking Star Trek 2. Kinda
Yeah,
like,
first
oh,
contact.
okay.
So,
Okay.
I would be very excited because it would be, to me, it would just everything I wanted. I really want that first contact. Hoping that it, like in Star Trek, it would unite all of humanity, knowing it probably wouldn't. But at the same time, go back to the zombie apocalypse question. We're gonna gather up some shit. We're gonna go somewhere.
Just in case.
Because they're coming from space. It's not like we have anywhere to run, but they can go back up to their spaceship.
Highly advanced.
And then they can shoot us with their laser beams.
Species beings.
Pew, pew.
Pew, 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 pew. I'm making a pew sound.
Pew, pew. All right.
What would you do?
Am I meeting them face to face, or is it?
This is your question.
Well, no, because now it got convoluted. So now
Okay,
we need
well,
a direct
answer it
question.
both ways.
You're not. They're
Okay.
on. It's on the news.
Okay.
You're not meeting them face to face.
I would just be fascinated to see how we react as a species,
Oh wow.
and the different cultures will react.
We would.
Because as great as it will be, it probably won't impact most day-to-day lives at a level until society reacts and it either blows itself up or it probably won't unite. I hope it does, but it wouldn't.
Why would it not unite?
Why would it ever unite? Like
We would unite.
That
in
is
its
the
destruction.
ultimate us versus them.
and we do love us versus them,
We do
but there are two.
love us.
We
I don't know.
live for us versus
I
them.
have my doubts that we would band together for the collective good of societies. And if I personally met them and I would get into their hands, I'd try to be my best self and put my best foot forward and be polite and respectful to the aliens.
Nice. Nice.
My mom says
Yeah. So before you ask,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
that meteor didn't hit, our population would be dinosaurs, intelligent ones. Would they be clever girls?
Well, that was only 65 million. I see them, by the way. That was only 65 million years ago, and the dinosaurs were around for 100 million.
Yeah, I know.
So I think they had their chance.
But I
like
think it's
220 to 65.
But I think it's really fun to just imagine like a T-Rex with a top hat
And a monocle.
and a monocle
Yeah.
with like a cane. Who's just like, oh, good day, chap.
Very long cane.
Yeah, a very long cane.
Well, I think there's a difference between intelligence and dominance, and so in the past 65 million years, other than Chicxulub or whatever the hell it's called, there hasn't been an extinction level event like that, has there?
Not like
Not
that to that extent, but
degree.
we've had. Have we had a major extinction event since?
Well,
Chicxulub?
we're living one right now.
Oh, yes.
with humanity, but
Yes, this is a bad one.
But I don't think there was one
No,
like.
that might have been the most recent.
So the question is, were the dinosaurs on their way out anyway? Were there other extenuating factors that were helped contribute to them dying out? Because I've actually seen like articles where they were already kind of on the decline at that point.
And then the asteroid was just the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
The chef's kiss to nature, saying, "Nope, starting over again."
Yeah.
Now nature's regretting it.
But it's kind of actually kind of cool to think about. Thinking about dinosaurs living that additional 65 million years, being around right now.
And then we could have had Jesus riding a Stegosaurus with a laser gun.
If humanity would have.
Only in Ken Ham's world.
I think the only way that humanity could have gotten here was for the dinosaurs to die out.
Yeah, because we're,
Or at least the meat eaters.
yeah, we're.
Because we could probably
easy
take
food
we could
source.
probably take the omnivores because look at like the woolly mammoths. We did those pretty good.
Yeah, no, but it's all the carnivores.
Yeah,
that
don't want those. I've seen Jurassic Park 1, 2, 3, 4, and however many there are.
Yeah, the T-Rex is always the hero though.
It's true with the glorious music.
That's just us. Anyway, I love the T-Rex. Okay, next question.
All
Next
right,
question.
So
Next question.
speaking of classic movies like Jurassic Park, what is your favorite moments in Star Wars?
Oh.
Favorite moments. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
So again, I talked about having context earlier on with Star Trek versus Star Wars, and Star Wars is so great with providing context based on so many series and films like that. So my favorite moment is when Ahsoka is facing down Maul in Clone Wars.
Oh.
And that one moment, if you've seen it, you know that moment. That is my favorite Star Wars moments.
My favorite and this is just gonna sound stupid. My favorite is Star Wars, and then right into the theme.
The crawl.
It just the music. It just I don't know. It just gets me. It's just such a to me. It's a powerful moment.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because I associate that with my childhood. Actually seeing it. And that type of thing. And then I mean, if The Empire Strikes Back is my favorite of the movies. But maybe Luke, I Am Your Father. I mean, because that was like, what the fuck? What? And as a little kid, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm sure that maybe they're like adults that were like, oh, I saw that coming. But as a kid, I didn't see that coming at all. But it really is that opening. It's a quiet. And then they go right into the theme, the crawl, and the pan down.
Yeah.
I don't care what planet you're panning down to.
That's when you get excited.
You get chills, I should say I get chills. And
I get the wiggles.
Everyone does.
I get the little
wiggles.
And they need to bump up that music a little bit for that first part.
Love it.
Yeah.
So fun fact about the theme music there. So you had the 20th Century Fox fanfare. So John Williams wrote the first few notes of Star Wars to match that fanfare, so it'd be a seamless transition.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like I said, you live and die by the small details.
That's why he's a pro.
Yep.
What you got, Liz?
Okay. Okay, so
I feel like I'm being interviewed for like
I know, this is
some sort of weird magazine.
weird job, or just a weird job interview. I think my favorite moment is at the end of Rogue One when Vader appears in the darkness, just that lightsaber and that red lightsaber, and it illuminates him, and that is everything you've ever wanted to see from Darth Vader. That is what Vader is right there in that scene.
Yeah, you never
Every
see
time
it.
I see that scene, I'm just like, yeah.
This is it. Getting goosebumps thinking about it.
Yeah. We're going to have to watch Rogue One tonight. That is, I mean, it's such a good movie now that it is part of, like, if we marathon Star Wars
movies.
It's not 9 movies, it's 10 movies.
I think I put it right after Empire?
Yeah.
Or is it after New Hope? Again, context matters so much, because that moment of Vader would just be cool if that was a standalone movie.
Yeah, but
because
you
understand
the background
it. Yeah,
of the
so that's
story.
why Rogue One's so great, because it feeds off Star Wars itself.
Anyway, it doesn't matter where it lines up.
All right. Next question. Another change of subject here. What do you think space exploration will look like in 100 or 200 years?
Oh, that's a Brandon Riddle question.
That is a Brandon Riddle question.
I don't know what that means.
Let me think about it.
I answer?
Yeah, you answer it.
Oh shit! I didn't put thought into this one though.
Well,
okay, well, I'll tell you what I think. I think that we move out. We leave Earth.
In 100 years?
Yeah.
I think what's we? Like, it's like a couple...
Humanity. I am an Earthling, but some subset of this Earth is going to. We'll have gone to Mars. We will have had astronauts walk on Mars. I am willing to bet any amount of money, because I'll be dead, that in 100 years we will have people living on the moon. We will have and I will go so far to say that I bet you that somebody, well, I don't know, this is going to be a stretch, that there's a possibility that the first person born on another world will be born. And I bet
I mean, where you send people, you're going to have babies.
Yeah.
It's been 50 years since we first sent people to the moon. 52 years. And we haven't made much progress.
We made...
So my standards are way lower. For 100 years?
But now we have private industry that's involved.
There's a lot to unpack here. There's a lot to unpack with both these statements. I apologize, Liz. Continue.
No, I think I think maybe we'll just be sending the first humans to Mars in 100 years.
Optimist.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. It's half empty, people. Half empty.
It's actually more than half empty because your glass is not like this. It is actually angled.
I didn't ask for geometry, your maths.
I'm just saying you're right.
Yeah, I'm not as...
You're not as optimistic.
I'm not as optimistic. I don't think we're going to progress as far. And also, I think that there are also other factors that would slow us down, like, I don't know, just idiot conservatives and climate change. So,
Well, here's a follow-up question to your question.
Ooh.
Should we? Should we be going to Mars and to the moon?
Yes.
Or should we try to fix the shit that we got going on?
I think the only way to fix the shit that we're going on is we need better and newer technologies, which we're only going to get through space exploration, because that's generally how we get all of our new technologies anyway.
I completely
agree.
I
know!
Yeah, I think we can do both. We need idiocy to go away in this world.
Brandon is too stoic and quiet. Brandon, take it away.
Well, there's a lot to unpack with everything we're saying here.
But here's the thing. You came into this going, I'm not going to answer a damn question. I'm just going to ask questions. It's going to be the Liz and Mike show. Mm-hmm. And so that's what it is now.
Yeah, that's why I'm quiet. There's a lot to unpack with all of this stuff.
I really don't know anything.
You may speak now.
Okay,
you may continue.
So what was the last question I had?
It was the one about if
something about where we're going to
be in 200 years in space exploration.
Okay. So in space exploration in 100 years, yes, we'll certainly have put people on Mars. Certainly have more people on the moon. Mm-hmm. Certainly have more space stations between us and China. Many more space stations. Mm-hmm. And there was the question. There were so many points to touch on. I don't remember any of the points now. That's what happens. That's why I have notes to write things down.
You don't have to touch on all the points.
Okay. In 100 years...
is it 100 or 200 years?
I said 100 or 200 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I thought I heard it.
We get to Mars in our lifetime, 100%. We have a station on the moon like Antarctica in our lifetimes, 100%. And beyond that point... there are hopes and wishes, but it's too far out politically, too far out technology. I just don't know. So that's what I'm guaranteeing right here on Cosmos with Cosmos.
You heard it first.
You had that
Brandon
first.
Riddle guarantees 100% there will be a moon base on the moon, and
within
there will be
our
people
lifetime.
on Mars within our lifetime.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess within
beep, 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 beep.
within 15 years we'll have at least some people on Mars.
Some people.
Within 15 years.
15?
Yeah.
1-5.
1-5?
The biggest issue.
That's like babies born today becoming teenagers.
Life support,
years?
and I think we can do that within 15 years.
More
realistically 25, but I think 15.
Optimist. Pessimist. And you know what's crazy is that I really come across as a pessimist in real life, but deep down I'm an optimist.
Hopeful. My mom says we have better habitats on space stations, so we may move there before a planet, maybe thousands of space stations. I can see space stations over moving a planet first.
I would so live on a space station.
Really quick. Back 20 years ago, there was a company called Blue Origin that was founded. Uh-huh. And Blue Origin's, their goal was to have thousands or millions of people living in space in the next century. Mm-hmm. And we all believed it because, we really believed in their goal because they were such a well-run company. And people, the employees, they strove for those goals. And they were making progress slowly but efficiently, which was their motto. Until in the last year, they completely blown apart their reputation, and now I'd be surprised they get anyone else in space.
Is that because they sent a big penis to space?
Well, that's what rockets are.
But this one specifically looked a little bit more.
No, their culture has gone to shit, and HR is a joke there, and everything's bad and terrible. So Blue Origin, you broke my heart, man. You broke my heart. So yeah, that was the space.
Why are you
they wanted
this down, man?
They wanted a whole bunch of people in space.
This is supposed to be hopeful.
Okay, well, there's other Blue Origins that aren't Blue Origin out there.
Yeah.
Owned by the richest man in the world?
Yeah. Owned by...
The second richest man in the world?
One of the top 3. I don't know.
Sorry. Blue Origin, you broke my heart, man.
All right, next question.
Now that I close my book, let me reopen it. Explain the joy you get from looking at the night sky.
Oh my God! It just makes you feel connected to a larger thing. You know that you can't. I don't think I can answer this question without political-esque analogies. You know, I live in Utah. Utah is part of the United States, and
Fact.
you know we look at ourselves as Americans. But really and truly, we're Earthlings. But when you look up the night sky, just at the beauty of it, I feel connected to the universe, and I feel like I am part of the universe, and I am a citizen of the universe. And it's just I'm connected, and to also be able to look at these little twinkling lights and these little lights that move across the sky, and to understand why and how they work. Is, to me, it's just an amazing thing. It takes me out of me worrying about a workshop or two I have to do for a conference, or, you know, paying bills and things like that, and it just releases me from all of that.
Hangs you in the perpetual infinity.
Yeah.
Perpetual infinite, rather. That'd be a better word.
Yeah, it's like when you're a kid and everything is just like, ooh, wow, you're so full of like wonder and awe, and so like that's the feeling. It's like you can look up there and just be like, oh, those stars are this far away, and what's going on out there, you know?
Yeah, and
like,
you can do anything when you're looking at them, because you can think about the physics of them if you want to, or you can go, hey, that looks like a man up there, and you can tell stories with them. You can go whatever direction you want to. Is art or it's science, which are to me the same thing, but yeah, it's an amazing thing.
To me then, so yes to all of these, clearly it's just magical looking up there, but I also, in addition, love thinking of the potential, not the potential of humanity going out there to explore, maybe not necessarily the potential of other life going out there, but like of all the stories that are out there in all the galaxies. Just imagine what's happening that we don't know, or what's happening that we can only imagine that is happening that we just don't know about. It's that potential of the unknown and
Star
the stories
Wars
that
could
excites
be
me.
potentially real.
Well, that was a long time ago in a different galaxy.
So it could have been real.
Also, that's a drink list.
Yeah, it's a
Is
drink.
it a
It's Star
drink?
Wars.
Oh, Star Wars. Should have said Star Trek.
Yeah, what are these? I mean, yeah, along those lines. Are you okay? What happened? What did I miss? Did it come out your nose?
Sheila Davison.
That'd be great if it came out the nose. Did it come out the nose? What the hell? You just...
Total Davison. No, I just like overflowed my mouth, and this is why I drink with straws.
That
Because
you can't
I
use.
can't.
But at this point, you probably could use that straw.
Yeah, it's
true.
probably melted
Yeah.
enough that I can't. But
What are those aliens, for a really bad lack of better word, like? What do they think? What do they look like?
How do they think?
How do they think? How do they communicate with each other?
What does their art look like?
Yeah, exactly.
Serious?
music.
What kind of stories do they have?
Is
What,
that
do,
a thing?
what legends do they tell about the
Yeah,
sky?
yeah,
It's all
yeah. So
fascinating.
it just opens up a world of possibility, a universe
A
of
new
possibilities.
world.
All right, so Katie says she did this yesterday at a party,
Yeah.
and I'm sitting there thinking,
Oh no,
oh,
spitting out your drink.
You were thinking about aliens and like what they... I don't know.
Spitting
was
out
it
your
drinking?
drink. It was
Davison
drinking.
moment.
It was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
being a Davison. Yeah.
All right. So I've been asked, do you guys have questions on either side of me, or in the audience perhaps?
Well, your mom asked, can you hear in space, or something about sound in space? And the answer is no.
Because
Oh, that's right. She did.
There's no sound. I don't have my phone.
no one
Yeah.
can hear you scream in space.
No one can
No
hear
one
you
can
scream.
hear you scream.
And that's really because sound needs a medium to flow through.
It's your sound wave.
Yeah.
It's actually compression waves.
But
Yeah.
it depends on
No, it's compression waves. And so
He's got a degree in physics, so I'd listen to him.
No, down with the, it was down with the patriarchy. Down with
Fuck the patriarchy.
No, they're compression. But anyway, so and there's just really no medium for that sound to go through.
Yeah.
And actually, you hear better underwater, or sound moves better underwater than it does through the air because it's thicker medium.
And now we're all thinking about whale sounds.
Now I am thinking. I'm thinking about the last time I was underwater.
Yeah. But what is really cool about that medium question is that, 130 years ago, there was a debate. What is the medium of space? Because there wasn't a lot of understanding of how the light goes from the sun to the earth, because at that time we realized that you needed a medium for sound to go through, so light had to do the same thing. Light was a wave, it had to have some sort of medium to go through, and they were looking for the medium of space called the ether, and they couldn't find it.
Ether. Love ether.
Yeah. And so it turns out that electromagnetic waves create their own
medium,
quote unquote medium. And so it's not the right word, but they create their own oscillating fields, and they don't need a
lot like
medium.
tachyons.
Yeah. Let's go backwards in time.
She says, are there some sort of radio waves?
I don't understand this question.
Yes.
Yes, there are radio waves.
But there are radio waves.
But I say this not understanding the question. But yeah, there are radio waves, and astronomers use a particular radio wave that is 21 centimeters long, its wavelength, and which is the wavelength of hydrogen, and you can use that to map out. That's how we used it to map out the spiral arms in the Milky Way, looking for those clouds of dust and gas. But I don't understand what the question is to answer that.
That's okay.
Liz, any questions?
I do. In fact, I think that maybe I'll ask this question and then we can close it out and then go to the hangover.
Oh, the hangover! I forgot all about the hangover. It's been
Hangover.
too long.
God, see, okay. I'm gonna stop sending you on assignment.
When are we getting those reports?
Yeah.
On Monday, literally on Monday.
TP reports. Yes, my question is, since you started, studying astronomy, studying in quotes, like learning about, becoming interested in astronomy and learning about astronomy and space and stuff, what is, I'll say one of the most favorite things you've learned?
I had this one ready to go.
Did you?
It was a question.
Did you? Was it?
Nice. Nice.
So do I set it up properly, or do I just say it?
Just do what
Just
you want
say
to
it.
do.
She's asked the question.
So just say it. Every single second there's a supernova.
Oh, that's right.
Hands down, my favorite space fact of all time. Every single second, the star is tearing itself apart.
Right now, boom. Oh, shit.
Boom, right now.
Hey,
Right
now.
now.
What?
Another one.
Right now.
Another
Right
one.
now.
Just
Another one.
Fucking supernovas.
Another one.
Love it.
Supernovas all over the place.
Okay, when you do this, just in the bottom right, just put a supernova counter.
A supernova counter.
And there will be no context till the very end.
We'll see if I have the time this week to put that in.
And if we remember, because I'm going to forget.
I mean, I'll remember when I'm watching this back.
Oh, yeah. That's true. That's true.
And you think, I'm not going to go back and do that.
And then I go, I don't have time for this shit. No.
And, for me, it is black holes are the simplest objects in the universe.
Which is weird.
It
So
really
weird,
is.
so weird.
You really just need to know their mass, their charge, and how fast they're spinning. That's it. 3 numbers.
But with donuts, you only need to know how much glaze they have, how big are they, and how's the hole in the center. So, like, donuts and black holes are the same to me.
They're the same.
One might taste like NASCAR.
That's true. And one might taste like
Delicious.
You won't ever get a chance to taste that. That.
I'm willing to give it a try.
Right? Your tongue's gonna reach it first if you're going to.
I mean, or we can make some,
Just reach your tongue out. And
donut
reach it
black
first.
holes. Like a donut hole, a donut black hole.
Holes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you got, Mike? What question you got? And then we're.
I never answered.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry.
My favorite thing that I've learned about space is light speed and the amount of time it takes for light to travel, and thinking about how when we're looking out at, an exoplanet that's 42,000 light years away, we're seeing it as it was 42,000 years ago.
Yeah.
So it just is like,
You're always
what?
looking into the past.
You're always looking into the past, and it's like the closest that I can get to time travel is by looking at space.
Yeah, what's really weird.
In a way.
What's really weird is, all right. So you look at the sun. You don't ever look at the sun.
Don't actually look at the sun.
Don't look at the sun.
Without proper solar filters on your eyeballs.
Cosmos with Cosmos says, do not ever look at the sun.
You hear first. God dang it.
Heard it here first, folks. Don't look at the sun.
Thank you, Liz.
Do not look at the sun. But the light that comes here from the sun is 8.5.
8.5 minutes old.
Yeah,
from the surface.
From the surface. It took hundreds of thousands of years to get to the surface, which is amazing. So
exactly,
yeah,
right?
so that's like the coolest shit to me.
Hundreds of thousands of years old.
It's basically time. Time is the coolest shit to me, apparently.
And then you look at the moon. It's a second and a half. But for me, looking at you, you're always in the past. You're always in the past. I'm looking at you as you were like a nanosecond ago.
Yeah.
And
there's a delay.
So there's a delay, but we're also being brought together because we have mass, we have gravity interacting with each other.
Yeah.
True.
So I'm technically exerting a force on the mic over here.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Yes.
And all around.
Yeah, and we're actually getting it for anybody who's watching this podcast.
Yeah, very
as well.
technically.
So
we feel your gravity.
Yeah, so we can say what's cool is really relative.
Oh, well done. Well done. It's true on so many levels, but well done.
I forgot I can use my straw now.
All right, folks. So if you thought of any questions of your own, feel free to hang out with us in the Hangover, and we will answer those questions. But for now, I think we're going to wrap up another great episode of Cosmos with Cosmos. Again, follow us on the things. If you like, please give us ratings so that we can reach more people and we can fulfill our itch of podcasting, as we talked about earlier in this episode. Sure. So with that, everyone, stay safe.
Stay healthy, everybody. Cheers.
See you next time.
All right, for those you hanging out with us, stick around. We'll be back with the Hangover right after this short break.
You didn't mute us.
No, we have been muted. We're not muted now.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Hangover with Cosmos.
Liz is feeling all right.
Yeah.
I'm feeling great, and I have 3 questions for Mike and Brandon to begin us off on the hangover of knowledge. I will start with Mike, which now makes this first question redundant. What is your name?
Zwicky.
What is your quest?
To drink and know things.
What is the capital of Assyria?
Syria. Damascus.
No, you fail and must die now. Hello, good sir.
Hello.
What
Jesus Christ.
is your name?
Brandon!
What is your quest?
To find the Holy Grail.
What is the SP velocity of an unleaded swallow?
Is it African or European?
No, you must die!
And if you don't know,
That fulfilled all the dreams I had in my life. Thank you. That has been
a good
that
life.
has been a good life for me.
You can now check out.
Goodbye now.
Getting the noose ready.
you're going to have to take that down. It was in the red the whole time.
That's fine.
What?
So
Holy Grail, folks.
So for this hangover,
Yeah.
of course we had the episodes with the questions, but we don't have a plan for the hangover.
Well, I think the Quan?
We are all over the place
The
today. This is
It's
a
hard
mess
to-
show.
You still
It's
have
hard to
more
get my
questions.
voice back.
I
after
do have
that.
more questions. as a matter of
But
fact.
we were going to, I think, just ask more random questions. Or if you guys had any questions, we would do that. Brandon has a random question generator he
I
pulled
do.
up on his phone, so we can do some of that. So it's just fun random question time. It's
Random
you
questions with Cosmos,
And,
starting now with Mike George. What was a past passion that you can't believe you were so passionate about?
What?
It's a question generator.
that's a lot of tongue
What is
twisters
a
in that.
passion?
A
What is
past
passion.
passion that you can't believe that you were so passionate about?
I was also very happy with my song you just did.
Holy shit! I don't even know.
A past, wait, what is
You
it?
can hand it to
A
Liz.
past passion that you can't believe you were so passionate about.
Oh, I'm sure Liz has a couple good ones. It feels like Liz.
past
It feels like
passion.
teenage Liz
Yeah,
has some
you
really
go.
good
I'm
passions.
trying to think of my teenage.
WWE.
Oh hell
Oh,
yeah! Oh hell
that's a
yeah!
good one.
Were you Stone Cold kind of girl?
Chris Jericho and the Hardy
Oh,
Boys.
Chris Jericho, that's right. And the Hardy, that's
The
when.
Hardy Boys.
What was it? What were their names?
Matt Hardy but Matt Hardy wasn't the one that I liked the most.
I
It
remember
was
they
the
had
other
the
guy. It was
little
the one blonde one with the long
A little
kind of
special
hair.
video, one of those, and a little twist.
Yeah. So
Wow.
Swatches.
So swatches.
Swatches.
Yeah.
Wait, like the
like-
watch.
You know I
a
like
watch?
watches.
Like the
Yeah.
watches
I
made
love
in Europe?
watches, but I can't wear them
Even though
because
you wear
it
your
gets on my
Fitbit
nerves.
all the time.
But I wear but it drives me crazy. But it had the little plastic, little rubber thing over it.
Yeah.
Too. I don't know what.
Was it one that could be like a calculator too?
No. Well, I'm sure there could be, but I always had to. No, just any 80s
All
pop
right.
culture thing.
Fake wrestling, swatches. Brandon?
So this is embarrassing. In 6th grade, I wore a necklace with the ring around it, and
No!
it was the One Ring. Just kidding. That was true though. But I would do that today, given the chance.
So that doesn't answer the question.
Wait,
No.
you would do that again? Wear a
I
ring?
mean, wouldn't you?
Oh,
If-
necklace with the ring?
The ring.
The ring?
The ring.
Yeah.
It was like
So
Fro-
you
I was
were
like
making
Frodo.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what's your passion?
I'm sure I had many.
Passion fruit.
Passion
That was my passion. I can't believe I was passionate
Passion
about.
Pit was a fun band. I can't.
Passion Pit.
You know Passion Pit? They're like a indie band from the early 2000s.
No, that.
No, I would not have even
You,
known
you,
any
you would
indie
know a
bands
couple
in
of
the
those
early
songs.
2000s.
They had some popular
I
songs.
highly doubt it. I'm wearing
Sing
this shirt I'm wearing is a band I tell you a lot.
I thought that was like merchandise for some haunted
For
house
the
you wanted to
haunted
go
house.
to.
No. And when I wore it at work once, everybody also thought it was for the Fear Factory, which is a haunted house in Salt Lake City. And I was like, no, it's a metal band.
Oh, I got one. I tried getting a NASCAR for a little bit, but I just stopped caring after about 2 months.
2 months.
That's
you made
not
too much.
Because
You made.
I
too
tried.
much.
I tried to get into it. I don't know why. I remember I got the gangs. I just liked the monotony of going around in circles. And I'm like, oh, this is fun.
You're supposed to be there for the crashes. That's what you're supposed to be there for.
Or after a while, I get bored and turn the other way.
All right, next question.
Okay, next question.
Liz, what's something that when you were learning it, you thought you'd never use it, but turns out you used it a lot?
Oh.
Trigonometry.
Gotta figure out the tips.
That's what I have him for.
Geometry.
Yeah,
And
geometry.
And that was the basis of a lot of physics.
Something I didn't think I would use, and I end up using a lot.
Doesn't necessarily have to be in formal education. It could be like tying knots, for example, or what have you.
Tying knots?
I don't know. I just pick something random.
I don't know.
What's something you use a lot right now?
Of something I use a lot that I... You know what? Okay, well, I guess... Not
my degree.
Really.
I don't use my degree.
I think, okay.
Well, that's the opposite.
I remember for when I was working for CwC, so this was a long time ago. And it was shortly after I moved to... Maybe it was... I can't remember if it was after I moved to Phoenix or not, but I had to take... Maybe it was after I moved to Phoenix, because I was doing administrative assisting. And I had to take a couple, I think, an Excel class, and to get to learn Excel or something. Excel. And I was like, okay, well, I'm really not gonna use this a whole lot, and I use Excel. I've had to use Excel so much, and I got some formulas in my belt. I made up some long-last formulas, and I have a lot of fun with Excel.
Don't you kind of love it now?
I really love
right?
Excel.
Doesn't it kind of
really
suck?
Fun. It sucks.
It's so great, though.
God,
I love Excel.
I really love Excel.
I'm an Excel believer.
I don't even know I don't know as much as you can know. I really
You need
know.
to send me your formulas.
But,
you don't like formulas.
Or they're Excel formulas.
Well, there's one I was really proud
They're
of.
still
that I
formulas.
Did, but anyway.
It's true.
They're formulas.
And now I have a little bit gotten into pivot tables. So.
Oh, Liz, pivot tables changed the world.
Yeah, I made one for this diploma tracker I use, and I'm like.
We got to introduce you to power pivots.
Anyway, oh my god. Anyway, okay, so I guess learning about
Introduce her to
Excel.
what?
Power pivots.
I don't know what
power
that is.
pivots. I heard halibut.
Halibut, man, halibut, let me tell you about that. You just throw a little bit of lemon zest on it with some salt, and it's done.
I'll take it deep
done.
fried. Thank you.
Some chips. Mike, what you got? Something that when you were learning it, thought you would never use it, and you use it all the time?
Trig. I told you.
Oh,
trig.
trig. I thought you were joking.
It actually is trigonometry.
No, it is trigonometry.
He's the one person.
Yeah, that would be him.
But I don't use my degree at all for my current job. But
who uses their degree? Raise your hand.
Nobody. Nobody raising their hand. Your mom used her degree. I would hope she used her degree.
Well, she went to nursing school, so
exactly.
I mean, yeah.
And she was a nurse.
And she was a nurse.
Okay.
So, she's raising her hand. That's why I say that.
Yeah. Oh,
right.
yeah. I'm sure she.
Right.
She
all right.
was the
Next
one.
question.
Next question. What's something you find difficult that you think should be easy?
Life. Just life. Paying taxes. You would think that would be
God,
easy.
you would think paying taxes would be easy.
You think that'd be
Take
really
my
easy.
money, but then you can't, and it's confusing.
She did raise her hand.
Yeah. So, I would say, off the top of my head, paying taxes. You would think that the government could tell my HR exactly how much to take out.
Well, on that same note, for me, it's simply math.
Okay.
TV.
Really quick, so podcast mom just said TV, and I immediately thought my mom has the same problem. I think that's just a mom thing. You just can't work TVs.
Well, I mean, with technology and generational, I mean, imagine us in 20 years when newfangled technology is out. We're like, somebody help us! We can't get our fucking hollow screen to work. Yeah, but they do have, like, a little bit of a complicated setup.
That's fair.
Which I didn't help matters by getting them a smart TV for their birthday, so,
Jack's back.
Yay! Jack's back! Jack, I have a feeling you missed our Monty Python routine, and I'm just gonna say it was spectacular. But, anyway. I think everybody actually missed our Monty Python routine.
That's fine. It's for the best.
They'll get it.
All right, Brandon, what do you find that difficult that should be easy?
So we be talk about taxes,
Life.
life. I mean, that's the big one, life. There's so many things popping in my head.
Well, throw one
I
out.
thought you were having trouble. Okay.
I am having that, and now I gotta figure this out. Talk was really quick. I figured this out in my head.
You know what? You know what's difficult?
Cooking.
Yeah, I was gonna say figuring
Cooking.
out what's for dinner. Figuring out what to watch.
Figuring out what to watch. Making decisions.
Making decisions.
Should be easy, but here I am. Well, I could do
All
this.
three of us are just like, well.
That's
what
why.
do you
That's
wanna
why
do?
when it's like October 2nd, we go even day. It's up to Mike.
That's true.
It's on the odd days that we get in
You
trouble.
have no days.
Yeah, yesterday, when we were trying to find a place to eat lunch,
Well, everything was
I
closed.
finally had to be like, "Fuck it."
But then even then, I made the final decision.
Yeah,
Well, you said we could go here. Wait. Liz said we could go here, and then Mike just walked in there.
No.
No.
I thought that's how it worked.
I
you just walked in. You said we could go to sushi, and you just walked in.
I thought she said we were going to do sushi. But what I heard was we could do something which was not sushi.
It was Mediterranean, the Mediterranean.
Or Mediterranean,
place,
and I
sushi.
was
And
going to
we're
walk down towards Mediterranean.
Oh, and then okay, and then I was just like,
and
it was.
And listeners, we had sushi tacos and sushi nachos, and it was well worth it.
And then just regular sushi, but the nachos, they were okay. I got it because it said nachos, and I was very interested to find out what it was going to be like. The tacos were
They were good. They were solid.
really good.
They were solid tacos.
Anyway.
All right.
All right.
What part of your body currently doesn't feel 100%? You can't say all of it. Random question generator.
What part of your body doesn't feel 100%?
My big toe.
Your big toe.
Yeah.
My right big toe.
It's like all of my spine.
We're too indulgent.
Oh, if you had asked me this a week ago, it would have been my lower back. I was just not having a good time.
Oh man, I kind of twisted my back while I was doing projector stuff, and like the rest of the week was hell. Having to like gymnastic my way around the back of a dome with a bad back. That's the rest of my life for a while.
It was. I had to take a week off of yoga. I didn't do any walking.
Mm-hmm.
It was a rough week.
Liz. Wow! Wow!
Well,
wow!
Well, I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna apologize that time. But my uterus.
Oh, okay. I thought.
No,
Okay,
because female.
drink
It
to
just
Liz's uterus.
here's my uterus.
That makes sense. I thought you were gonna say I feel great, and I feel like I almost attacked. By that.
I mean, otherwise I feel okay. Just yeah. Oh, also my pinky because I cut it. I guess.
Her pinky hurts a little bit.
It was not a cut. It was. Man, what'd you say? Cut it a little bit.
I cut it a little bit.
No, it was not a little bit. It was a slice. There was blood everywhere.
There was blood everywhere.
I'm telling the story. It filled the kitchen. There was splatter. If the cops would have shown up, I would have been arrested for a knife that I never even touched. It was. We went through like 3 Band-Aids in like 1 minute.
Yeah.
What is the strangest way you met one of your friends? And honestly, working in a planetarium is kind of a strange way of doing it.
First of all, we didn't address Jack's poor little toe on his left foot. His
Oh.
coffee table just jumped out in front of him. Those fucking coffee tables.
What's the coffee table doing, man?
Wait a minute,
You gotta nail those things down.
I'm gonna come get that coffee table. You better warn it.
This is coming.
I'm getting it. A strangest way you met one of your friends.
I don't remember.
I have friends.
I really don't remember.
Let me think of my friends, and if any of them were strange meeting them.
Strange situation. I mean, honestly, maybe just be working in planetariums together.
Yeah,
That's
just
kind of like the most.
That's
Yeah.
I'm friends with you, Ron. I got you.
Job interviews.
We're gonna talk about those here.
Yeah, I mean, really, honestly.
I'm sitting there thinking Liz, but I mean, if you want to jump yourself into it, that's fine. I'm thinking Liz.
Everybody makes friends
Like
at work and stuff,
yeah.
but I mean, I think that it's the unique place at which we worked, and you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next question.
I don't know.
That's a dumb question. What do you find you recently spend a lot of time wondering about?
Oh, just free time, the weekends. Oh my God. We have a conference coming up, and right now I spend my free time thinking about, which I have none, but when I do have that free time thought, I cannot wait for next Saturday.
Yeah.
The one day I'll have off next week, Saturday.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I don't know. I guess, yeah.
Silverware.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of flatware.
I guess it's like just recently, because it's like Halloween decorations, and then like different ways to decorate, and just like general things that need to be done.
I have to say I'm really proud of us, because this is the earliest that we've gotten our decorations up.
Yeah.
We got Fred up.
We've had it up since last weekend.
We got the dead body up. So we've done good. We've done good.
What recent events has restored your faith in humanity?
That is not what that question is.
That was the last question.
That is not what that question is.
That was the last question.
Hold on. Jack, for his weird place, a strange way he met a friend, was at an absorbing event, chatted for 3 weeks before seeing them in daylight.
Oh, nice.
That's fun. And my mom, she met her best friend through me, and was told they couldn't play with her because she was a bad influence. I remember telling my mom this. Her best friend, Sally. And well, because Sally
You told your mom that they can't play together because she's a bad influence on your mom? How old were you? Was this like last week?
It's like elementary school or middle school, elementary school. Yeah, I mean, because Sally was kind of the opposite of my mom, because Sally's like very loud and like very outgoing, and so it was like then it was just like I was seeing my mom like a different way, so it was Sally's bad influence. But Sally has been wonderful, and I love Sally with all my heart, and she's amazing and the best person.
Your mom says middle school.
Middle school, okay, yeah.
All right, I'm going to hand it off to you guys for other questions. I did like 6 in a row.
Because you have something that's giving you
I
questions.
took the initiative.
You're not making them up.
I took it.
You're not using the brain power.
What did you learn, Liz, from the last book you read?
I didn't. Uh-oh. Actually, the last book I read is Small Gods.
What I've learned.
Oh boy! All right, let's talk about the scars.
Is if you burn pewter inside of you, you don't need to sleep, and that is what I need to do. I need to burn the metal pewter inside of me, so I don't need to sleep. That's what I've learned.
What are you reading?
Hashtag Mistborn. Come on.
And if I throw some coins down and I burn the right metal, I can fly.
I last read Small Gods that Brandon lent to me, by Terry Pratchett. And see that? Impressed that you remember the author? Okay. And it was very interesting. It was actually a fun read. And had some nice sarcastic points kind of about us, kind of the society that we live in, and
He's good about
various
that.
religions and whatnot. But I learned from it that if a turtle starts fucking talking to me, I'm going to listen to that fucking turtle. All right?
I agree to that.
Listen to that fucking turtle.
I gotta read the book now.
Turtle's all the way down.
What's his name?
Om. Yes.
Om.
Really great book.
Adam knows about Mistborn.
Hell yeah, I do.
Cool.
Let's see.
Jack says he's feeling productive and he's working his way through Ron's TikToks. At Ron Proctor Show on TikTok. I don't have TikTok. I'm not going to get TikTok.
Mr.
Ron Proctor. I'm not going to get TikTok, but because I can't. Anyway, it's too much. And Jack says he should read some more, and I really should read some more. I'm very not well read. But when I read, I get, it makes me sleepy, and
It's okay. It's a routine.
I don't know.
That's why I read at night.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, what did you recently learn?
So this morning I was going through an audiobook as I went on a good long walk. It was
That's not reading. That's listening.
Whoa! Are you gatekeeping reading?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm a very avid reader and audiobook listener, and I put them at the same. So I'm gonna go with this audiobook, Anthony Bourdain, Kitchen Confidential, and he narrates it as well.
Oh, that sounds
it's so nicely done.
I do love the cadence of Anthony Bourdain's voice.
And his writing is on point. He does a really great job. And so, of course, one of the many things, don't order fish on Monday at the restaurant.
Oh.
Wait a minute, don't order fish on
If
Monday.
Anthony Bourdain says not to
Why?
order fish on Monday in a restaurant, don't fucking do it.
Because at that point the fish is a couple days old. It's not fresh anymore, and it's been handled multiple times.
Okay, good to know.
There you go.
Yeah,
Good to know.
Yes, so
That's
don't
good.
order fish
Adam,
on Monday.
apparently has read that.
It's really fun.
Adam is currently reading Zero Fail, which is about the history of the Secret Service.
I don't know about zero fails. A couple fails in there.
Secret Service. Are the Pinkertons play a role in that, or Pinkertons just because Pinkertons were the precursor to the CIA
Secret Service, probably.
or the Secret
Because
Service?
weren't they all about, like, protection and stuff?
Yeah.
So,
Um.
having said that, I have no idea.
Okay. Ron's TikTok is web browsable and some cross posting to the YouTubes, so you don't have to kill your soul with TikTok. For those other millennials out there, elder millennials.
Oh, that was the
I
word.
like Jack's.
Jack
response.
totally just misheard audiobook is not naughty book.
That makes sense. Oh, here's a good question. What's your opinion on tattoos?
I love them!
Hey!
I can't wait to get another one. I'm dying to get another one, but I'm also like, Christmas is coming up. I gotta save my money. And I might need new tires.
I really want another one as well.
I'm getting one this month. I'm very excited for it.
Yes.
Yes,
I'm so sorry.
Might be 2 this
You
month.
can
Ooh.
edit
Well,
out.
we'll save the reveal of Brandon's new tattoos for when he gets them on an episode.
Which is probably the next time on the show, because
Oh.
I'll be on like 2 months from now.
Okay.
So obviously that's a good one. That's a stupid question. So I'm gonna click 2 and then read it without knowing what it is. What's something that you use regularly that you wish you didn't have to?
A razor.
Oh, yeah, if I didn't have to shave anymore, that'd be nice.
Jeez.
I don't know.
My work login.
Yeah, that'd be nice. It's the work login.
I don't know. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we can put that aside and do a better question.
You know.
Better question. Halloween's very soon. What are you dressing up as?
We don't know yet.
And that's why I asked you, because I
We
need to know.
haven't-
Because
we
I need to
haven't-
plan mine.
We haven't figured it out what our costumes. Okay, so last year we reused costumes. He was Gandalf and I was a space ninja.
Yeah.
Classics.
Ninja,
Classics.
classics.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know, cause I always want to get like a cool costume, but
We're
all the
running out
cool
of time.
costumes are like guy costumes.
And super expensive.
Or expensive.
Everything's expensive now. Bacon is even more expensive. It is.
Don't
It
don't
is.
do that to me.
It is. It's a bad world we live in right now.
So I don't know. We gotta think of we'll have a brainstorming session of a theme. Because
What?
we could go Lord of the Rings. We could go Star Trek.
I think we
would-
need to piss off the neighborhood.
We could go.
Do I just need to go get like leather straps or what?
I think I'll go as Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
You know,
Jesus outfit.
I don't know. Any suggestions? If you have suggestions.
I really wanted a really nice Starfleet uniform, and I've looked, but the nice ones are super fucking expensive.
Those real like cosplay basically.
Oh, they're like
quality
$800.
are
It's
super
insane.
expensive.
But oh god, how great would that be?
I've also wanted to be like Han Solo.
Oh yeah, probably. That's a little bit
All
good.
right. Well, Jack has a question. Are we thinking group or individual?
We're thinking group,
I
right?
think it should be group.
At least related.
Related.
At least related.
And remember
Group
that
adjacent.
Halloween this year is
On a
on a
Sunday.
podcast day.
Oh yeah,
On a
we will be doing
podcast
a
day,
pod that
folks.
day.
Yeah, are we gonna be dressed up?
Yes, we're gonna be
hell
dressed
yeah.
up.
Okay.
We'll be dressed up all day, all
All right.
weekend.
Well, then it needs to be a costume that is breathable and cool.
Like a Starfleet uniform.
So not
Of
Gandalf.
Of course,
Warm.
maybe
Warm.
it's like 6 degrees outside. We don't know the temperature yet.
Yeah, we can maybe open the window.
Okay. So
Anyway.
let's.
Well, all right. So let's say group, and we'll see what Jack has to say about
We
that.
can just
Okay.
skeletons. We'll just get
I
the body
think it's
suits with
coming.
just the bones on them.
What?
And then
All right. If
like-
you do the haunted mansion ride through at Disney, aren't there like 3 singing heads?
Yeah, there are 3.
Yeah.
We could do the 3 singing heads.
Then we had to. But you like at that
That's
point, I
hard.
just want like Mars Attacks. So you have the globe around you.
Well, yeah, but then we're dressed in like a green suit, and we can it's just
oh,
green,
the
green
podcast.
Just
Sure.
green screen our bodies out somebody's head.
And then we can sing
Oh
the
my
podcast.
Oh yeah, my parents are gonna have trick or treaters for the first time in 37 years.
Wow.
We never
Powerpuff Girls.
We never got Powerpuff Girls.
Oh shit! We gotta do Powerpuff Girls.
I don't even know how to do
I don't remember the
Powerpuff
names.
Girls. I don't know.
I
I was
don't
too.
remember the
I was
names.
slightly too old for them.
There's
so.
green,
There was
blue,
pink.
and red.
I don't
Wasn't
think
there
it
pink,
matters.
yellow,
Let's just-
and
There was no.
green?
I don't think there was a pink. I thought it was
Was it
red.
yellow?
I remember the
don't
green.
know.
Anyway,
That'll piss off the neighborhood.
all right, we're gonna do 5 random. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Do it.
5.
Let's just be 3 like T-Rex, inflatable T-Rexes.
And then we can play mini golf.
And just run around. Yeah.
Is there
Alright.
any place you have no desire to visit?
Russia.
Okay, that's fair. All right, next question. What's your favorite form of entertainment?
Cosmos with Cosmos.
Next question. What's the best part of rain?
The sound.
P-
Smell.
singing.
The
Smell.
smell.
Singing.
The smell.
Singing in the rain.
Singing in the rain?
Yeah.
Singing.
Smell.
we could also,
Not Clockwork Orange style, but just
I
singing.
like Three Ninjas. Three Ninjas.
there is Chum Chum.
Chum Chum. Tom Tom.
Tom Tom.
Oh,
I don't know. The
And
other
the
one.
other guy.
Po' boy. I don't know.
Po' Boy?
oh boy. That's a good
The
sandwich,
sandwich.
though. It is
Oh
a really
my
good sandwich.
god. Yeah, there's...
Ninja Turtles.
Oh, yes.
I've
we
always,
can do Ninja
I always
Turtles.
have kind of wanted to be
That's
like Michelangelo or
a
Raphael
lot of
for
effort,
Halloween.
though, guys. Like, I like the Starfleet uniform, because you just zip it up and that's it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I have the Spock one, the shirt at least. And you just need black slacks.
All right. Any
Just
questions off top?
Being in the rain. Just being in the rain.
in the
Being
rain.
in the
That's
Because
solid.
it's so fucking rare. So.
I like this.
Yeah.
No, let's do 30
1,
more
2,
seconds of
3,
rapid
4,
fire
5.
with Mike answering immediately.
Yeah, Mike. What do you remember most about your first crush?
Oh shit. That was actually elementary school.
First thing.
Drawing on a book we had.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What small stuff do you sweat even though you know you shouldn't?
Sweat. Oh shit. Why are all these me?
Because you were doing a rapid fire before. Keep
Nope.
up the pace.
My OCD stuff.
OCD stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you currently going through any type of phase?
My goth phase. I'm going through a goth phase.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. What's something about you today that old you would find surprising? I guess young you instead of old you.
I'm doing a podcast.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. What animal do you think best reflects your personality?
A chipmunk.
Why a chipmunk?
Because you like to store
It literally
acorns?
is the first thing that came to my head.
All right, folks. This is
I was thinking about the chipmunk
Cosmos.
going across the
Power line the
power
other day.
I have an idea. Halloween. Beastie Boys.
Oh, that's a good one. Or we could go as Nirvana. It was a three-man group. I have the glasses. I can be Kurt
You could be
Cobain.
Kirk. You would have to be Kurt Cobain.
Do you have blue eyes?
Well, I'm wearing the glasses. It won't matter.
It was
I have my
leading
Kurt
into a
Cobain
really
glasses.
bad joke. It's okay. All right, folks.
Old school hip hop trio. Those Adidas jumpsuits are expensive.
Oh shit, we
TLC.
would have to get Adidas.
Who's left eye?
Oh, do you have any
Oh,
more?
but does Left Eye have to be a ghost?
Ghost left eye. TLC
Ghost
with
left
ghost
eye.
left eye.
So I was thinking about Ghost Cobain.
This is what we could do. We could like
We'll just be
let's
dead
say
grunge singers.
no.
That's
So
which is all
right,
we
so
got plenty of choices.
here we go. Brandon's left eye. All right, and what we do is we film him and we get some no.
He is the
and,
thinnest.
What?
He isn't the thinnest.
Yeah, and so we get that.
Wait. I feel like this is not a smart choice for us to do as 3 white people.
I have a question.
True.
Probably not.
Who's Left Eye?
We just said you were.
Who the fuck is Left Eye?
Oh,
TLC?
yeah. TLC and T-Bob's left eye in Chile? You don't want to know
Dude,
Scrubs?
Who's
Dude.
Don't go
Chili?
chasing waterfalls?
I know them. I didn't know them individually.
T-Bob's left eye in Chile. Chili's like the sexy one. T-Bob's like the tomboy one. And left eye's like the crazy one.
And Left Eye's the dead one.
And she's also dead.
She died in a car wreck in like Guatemala.
Jack, why is Liz
Costa
going to be
Rica.
Amy Winehouse?
Oh, because I can do the fucking makeup.
That's fair.
A little darker though.
You put your hair up. You could do Amy White.
I
Amy
need like a
White.
wig with a beehive.
Yep. We could do the
Give me
B-52s. REM.
No one will get any of those.
Let's do Slipknot.
Why would nobody get...
I'll be the Jesus drummer. Was that Korn? One of them has like a drummer that got really religious.
Oh, Korn got really religious. He's not a drummer though. He's the bassist. The bassist got really... No, it wasn't the bassist.
Because
He
you
was the
know,
guitar- he was the
because
guitar-
you
he's
know
second
who's a
guitar-
real
guitarist.
freak on the leash? Jesus.
Wow. We could do the Rolling Stones. They're three.
All right. Anyway. Let's
Welcome to the
let's wrap up
hangover.
this.
All
Let's
right.
wrap up this party.
Was any because you haven't asked questions this round at all. Any
But
questions
I
from you?
asked the ultimate question. I asked multiple
That's
questions
fair.
at the beginning
At
of
the
this
very beginning.
episode
that nobody saw.
and that nobody saw.
What is the answer to the universe?
42.
42.
There you go. That's the only
That's all
question
you need to know,
asked.
folks. That's the only question and answer.
And
you need
honestly,
in your
with that, we
lives.
have nothing else to say because 42 is it. So join us in our next podcast in 2 weeks as we talk about. Or we have a
We're doing
live.
We're doing astronomy.
we're doing
We're doing
it.
a planetarium show.
We're doing Tipsy Stars.
Tipsy
Fall.
Stars!
Fall Tipsy
Fall
Stars.
Tipsy
the Fall
Stars.
Night
Dude,
Sky.
You gotta stop traveling, man.
You know what? I get back the night before
No,
that.
he just
so
needs to use like a calendar and an agenda and reminders.
What
And
am I
then,
this for?
and then what did we decide was Halloween?
Ron, you're 43?
Oh, we did talk about the Halloween episode.
We
Ha-
should have.
Oh!
1,001 Ways Space Can Kill You.
A
Yes.
1,001 Ways Space Can Kill You is our Halloween episode. So join us then.
So
when
we are
everything's about
professionals. We have figured out the next couple of
Yes.
episodes.
So with that, folks, stay safe, stay alive, and stay smart. Sure.
Yeah, drink and know things.
Drinking no things.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
I
everybody.
forget that it's my job to close it all out, and then I have to get the mouse to like see itself again, and then go through a whole process. So anyway,
So we'll just keep talking.
3, 2, 1. Bye.
Bye.
Deuces.
Bye.